Alright, so this video is to demonstrate my results for my third and fourth programming assignments for my graphics class. I previously tried to record this with a desktop recorder, but it like lagged out with the graphics running at the same time. So I'm doing this the old-fashioned way, pointing a camera at the monitor. So, without further ado, I've got a couple of VS 2010 windows here. It's just MP3 on the left and MP4 on the right, and then just the requirements for each from the website on the right there. So I'm not going to go through the code or anything. I'm just got them open so I can show you that they do build and run. So I'm going to go ahead and execute MP3 here. And it's building from the object file. Not sure why it takes so long. Haven't really tried to figure it out either. So here we have just a texture mapped teapot with some lighting. So it's just rotating about the X and Y axes at different rates. I can turn the lighting on and off, so it's on right now. Lighting is off now. On and off. So I can also do the environment mapping, so I can just switch to that. This is with lighting off and lighting on. So they work separately but not together. And nor do they use vertex shaders. And that's pretty much all that I've got to work with this. I didn't get any bump mapping or anything going with it because I couldn't even get the basic like mapping stuff to work with shaders for some reason, and it was a complete mystery, and it remains unsolved to this day. However, I can get it to stop rotating in one axis or the other. Yeah, so I don't know, I guess that's kind of cool. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this one. I've got so it loads the triangles properly, the rendering perspective and hidden surfaces removed, the Z-buffer stuff, that's all in the code. I mean, you'd have to look at the code to see that for the most part. So I've got lighting and texture map and environment mapping, and it is documented if you look at that stuff, and I'll leave it up to you to be impressed. So that should do it for MP3. And MP4, I'm just going to click in this window and execute. And we've got this eye, this three-dimensional eye made out of lines, and there's a bunch of different commands you can use here. It's not currently rotating, it's actually moving along a series of Bezier curves, and I can actually speed it up or slow it down. Let's speed up the camera here and just fly across the curves really fast. Or I'm going to slow it down for the demonstration here. Okay. So, let's see, what else do we got here? So I did the Catmull-Clark Subdivision instead of the physics. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate that. And do one iteration. It's pretty quick, or one level of depth. And the second takes a couple seconds. And it just gets increasingly more time consuming the further you go, so that you can keep going as long as you have time. You can go as far as you want, or as long as you have memory and processing power to handle it. I'm not sure why it's so expensive, only a few levels into it, but I've not really investigated it yet either, so So this is 3 levels in. I'll spare you the time it takes to go 4. Let's see. So there's a couple other things here. Let's see. So you can stop the camera, and actually lighting actually kind of works, but I didn't even set up normals or anything. I don't know if OpenGL is just smart, but if you turn on lighting, it kind of works. I mean, there is a light that I set up, but I didn't set up any colors or anything like that. So I also made it so you can, so I didn't actually read in vertices from a file or faces or anything. I constructed them all on the fly based on dimensions of the eye, like height and width and thickness. So you can actually play with those during the runtime, but it resets the Catmull-Clark level back to 0. So I'll just demonstrate that real quick. So you can make it super tall, super wide, thicker and stuff like that. And whatever thickness you're at, then you can start descending into Catmull-Clark levels. So that's level 1. Waiting on level 2. And I'll go into level 3, what the heck. So, let's see, I think that's about it for this too. So, I did Catmull-Clark instead of springs, got a cubic space curve. I guess it's up to you to decide about appearance, and hopefully this proves as evidence that it compiles and runs, and well, you have all the documentation. So, I think that should just about cover all the things that are required. So, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll send you a couple screenshots in case you want to add them to next semester's gallery. Thank you very much.